It's been a monumental week in the history of AI filmmaking. Let's get to the news that you need to know. First, I'd like to say thank you so much to the All In Summit for inviting me to speak at their conference this week. It was incredible to speak alongside amazing people like Mr. Beast and Gwyneth Paltrow. And it was really fun to run into the Curious Refuge students that were attending the event. Every single one of you were incredibly fun, and I hope to see you again at a future event. So let's talk about some of these gigantic innovations that have popped up in the last couple of weeks. Pika Labs came out with a huge update. They are now natively exporting their videos in 24 frames per second. What does this mean for filmmakers? Well, now you no longer have to convert your footage from 8 frames per second into 24 frames per second using interpolation features like Topaz Video AI. It's also a huge week for the future of cinematography, as these AI tools now allow you to control the actual camera movements. So before, you'd type in a prompt or upload an image, and really you'd just get the camera movement that the AI tool decides that you should get. Now you can actually adjust the way in which the camera moves. Inside of Pika, all you have to do is dash camera and then type in zoom and then say in or out. Or you can do dash camera and then pan and then say left, right, up, or down. You can also do combinations, so you could say up and right as well. But at this point, you're not allowed to do zoom and panning at the same time. Runway also released a beta version of their camera control features. Let me show you how to use it. So basically, you just go to Motion and then click the Custom Camera Control button. And now you can adjust which way the camera moves, if it zooms in or out, and you can also adjust the speed. It's an incredibly helpful feature. Both of these tools allow you to roll the camera as well, which is really cool, but not used quite as much on cinematic projects. But I'm sure you'll find some really interesting uses of that technology as well. There's also a tool that's really helpful for replacing lips, and it works really well for animated projects, which is huge because tools like DID and HeyGen don't always do a great job with Pixar or animated style video projects. So essentially all you need to do is go to Lala Mu's website, and the feature is actually currently free, which is really awesome. And you can simply go to add new audio and then upload an audio source. I've actually cloned my voice professionally, and so I'm able to just replicate my voice using these tools. And now you go over to choose audio and make sure your uploaded audio is selected. And then you go to upload video. And now you can upload any video clip you want. For my example, I'm going to upload this footage that I got from Pika Labs. And all you have to do is simply select it and then click Generate Lip Sync Video. I am doing a tutorial inside an animated movie. I feel like the animation made me look a little older, but that's okay. So there you go. We've easily created a lip synced video. At this point, it's probably the easiest way to do lip syncing on AI animation projects. The Venice Film Festival was also held recently, and artists like Tom Hanks, Robert Zemeckis, Joe Russo, and Darren Aronofsky basically were really praising AI's cinematic potential for storytelling. While AI is definitely a polarizing topic, it's very cool to see directors and storytellers embracing the tools to help them in their craft. And while we're talking about AI film festivals, I should also note that Expo City Dubai is launching their AI film festival, and they will be accepting submissions over the next few months and have an award ceremony on February 29th. And so this seems to be one of the largest AI film festivals, and it'd be really awesome if you've submitted a film to the competition. HeyGen also released their brand new video translate feature, and essentially it will replace the voice and the lips of your actor so that you can literally have them speak in whatever language you want. I use this tool to translate one of the videos from inside of our course into French, and let's go ahead and take a listen.
J'espère que vous vous sentez inspiré pour construire votre première IA cette semaine.
That's crazy. Literally world-changing stuff. HeyGen is also releasing their Avatar 2.0 very soon, and I don't know if you saw some of those previews that were coming from Joshua Yu, but they look really impressive and might be a real game changer for adding animation to faces. In strike news, it also seems like the Actors Guild might be striking the video game industry in response to some innovations like artificial intelligence. Google also announced that it developed a new tool that can detect if an image was AI generated However, it had to have been generated using a Google tool. So while I like the concept, it's not super practical at this point until there's buy-in from other AI generative tools. In lighter news, there's a tool called Meme Daddy, where you could essentially use AI to create memes. So in this one, I'm going to say jokes about AI YouTubers. All right, so let's take a look here. And then we told them AI YouTubers would have original content. Hey, that's so funny. And it also was revealed that Apple has literally been spending millions of dollars a day on their computational budget working on generative AI tools. And that brings us to our AI films of the week. Our first film this week comes from A's, who put together this really creepy dystopian short film. Essentially, it's this really scary 1950s inspired dystopian clown colony. And hopefully from the description alone, you have an idea of how creepy it is. I think they did a really great job at keeping a visual aesthetic consistent throughout the piece. And they do a really good job at trying to push on those 1950s idealizations about technology and progression and things like that. It's a very cool project. Over on Twitter, Junie put together this kind of music video that integrated Luma Labs and Stable Diffusion to create this really awesome kind of camera teleporting effect that would have been otherwise almost impossible to create before these AI tools. It's a really cool use of these scanning technologies, and I would love to see more projects like this in the future. Murat Sayginer put together this AI film that essentially is like an underwater nightclub, and everybody's face has like a fish face on it, and it has this very kind of neon noir vibe. It looks really cool, and I think they did a good job at incorporating particle effects and other tools to kind of help sell the visual aesthetic a little further. It's a very cool stylized piece that you should definitely check out. And for our student film of the week, Jason put together this incredible AI trailer for kind of like a 1980s grindhouse horror film. And it really just has a very cool aesthetic. He put in some camera overlays and things like that to really help sell the overall vibe. And I think it's just a really creative submission inside of the course. So fantastic job, Jason. And our final bit of AI news comes from ABC News, where they reported that AI is actually being used to detect and treat cancer. Essentially, it's helping doctors spot cancer cells that maybe would have gone unnoticed before AI tools. So I hope you enjoyed this week's AI film news. If you want to learn more about AI filmmaking, you can, of course, check out our bootcamp over at Curious Refuge. And be sure to like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date on the latest AI filmmaking trends and techniques. I'm Caleb. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.